This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe. And well, Rick Ross owes Big Meech and Little Meech a bag, okay? I know he helped them pay their bills recently, Little Meech. Let that be known. But right now, Rick Ross really screwed them over. When Rick Ross got in Big Meech's ear, he was telling him, hey, you could be doing this on your own. You don't need 50 Cent, okay? He needs you. You should be getting more of your... This is your life story, homie. This is your life story. We should just do something on our own. Da-da-da-da-da. And you know what? Big Meech went for it because he wants to shine. He wants to be making millions of dollars immediately. And, you know, when he came home, his son didn't really have nothing for him. His son spent that $5 million he got, you know? But he did a deal. Big Meech did a deal, and he's violating that deal right now. He did a deal for his life rights with 50 Cent. Would 50 Cent put him onto more business? Absolutely. 50 Cent already knew that he was probably a snitch, you know? Like, there was probably some... 50 Cent's not dumb. This was out there in the universe, okay? The paperwork kind of shows that Big Meech was a little... you know, might have pushed Tammy Cowens in a certain direction. Anyways, because of that, and that picture Rick Ross took knowing that 50 Cent will probably react that way after Big Meech just demanded all these changes with the TV show, 50 Cent said, you know what? I'm going to destroy this thing, man. I'm going to let people know because I ain't going to have Big Meech walking around here like he's some real dude. Kept it real, stood solid when he wasn't, and have him out here booking shows for $20,000 and walkthroughs. He'll be worth $500 when I'm done with him. Then Little Meech, he has to go with it, right? So he highlighted that Little Meech ain't doing so well in these new posts.
What up, though? Boss of all bosses. And today I'm coming to tell all my supporters, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you got, you trying to make it go up, hit me right now. What up, though?
I mean, these are desperate posts, bro. Then he put this up. He says, I just want to remind you, I never asked you to follow me. If you would like to unfollow me now, would be a good time. I even saw Little Meech trying to, like, promote some type of clothing line. I think he deleted it now. Oh, no, here, is this it? No, that's not it. He had one where he was like, yo, go support my man's clothing line. Like, because what he's doing is he's taking money for promos. He's taking money for promos left and right to get that money. Is this it? Nah, this is him opening that store. He did open a little store. Did see that. But he took that little promo down. I was just, ever since, yo, he just did that too. He had this little promo. Yo, go support my man's clothes, man. Yo, he could probably get paid $5 for that. He's been doing that for years, but it's not looking so good now that the show's not going to be around. We also had Gene Deal say, so, you know, like, as a man, say sorry to 50 because he apologized for having Meech's back and saying, yo, you can't do this without paperwork, blah, blah, blah. You know, because with 50 Cent calling him a snitch.
I want to send out a formal apology, you know, to my man 50 because he had posted something on the Instagram and he said, yo, Gene, if I said it, bro, what the fuck, you know?
Now, I'll get to that in a second. 50 Cent said apology accepted, Gene. I didn't know what was going on until Tammy told me what was up. Then the pic with Fat Boy came out. She called me and says she did all this for Big Screech. He came home and told her she was not good for the image. That's why I said biggest mistake he made was not sustaining his relationship with Tammy Cowan, because he couldn't come out and just say this anyways. He needed her to corroborate it, and if she's cool with me, she's not gonna like sit down and do a documentary destroying him. But now that he's wasted 20 years of her life. She stayed down with him and made sure she was doing all his like bidding. It's like a waste of time. Like Big Meech is just not loyal. How are you not loyal to somebody that just did all this for you for 20 years? She was a CSI. You know, it's like she was getting paid and stuff from that, but like not a ton. The amount of money she made from being a CSI was like equivalent to like, you know, working like a minimum wage job.
You know what I'm saying? It's like from his mouth to God's ear. But a lot of the stuff was said and that was done. I did some research thanks to paperwork, thanks to Art over out there in Detroit, thanks to the two DEA agents I spoke to.
Damn, Gene Deal did his research.
And what I found out and this is my own personal feeling. It don't look good for Big Meech.
Yeah, Big Meech ain't looking good out here.
Who was somewhat of a hip hop cultural icon that they made songs about. And I say this wholeheartedly.
Yeah, well, Gene Deal's a stand-up guy. I'm gonna put his channel below too, cause that's not. It's getting nasty out here, man. This guy, Big Meech. And Rick Ross, you ain't no good, man. You destroyed the brand. You destroyed a lot. You destroyed a lot. Rick Ross, just for his own personal gain. I mean, he's a CEO. He has nothing to be like, yo, yeah, did that. You were a CEO, bro. Like, you got away with a lot. You stole Freeway Ricky Ross's whole thing. That's what 50 Cent should focus on. Maybe do a Freeway Ricky Ross thing. I know they did Snowfall, but maybe do something more with Freeway Ricky Ross. Tell his story more, and really highlight how Rick Ross stole his name and his whole persona. You know, had that part of it. Really destroy Rick Ross. You know, because Rick Ross is asking for it now. He's asking for it. Rick Ross is out here like promoting his little car show. It's like, dude, just to keep that mansion. It's like, and he's always doing things at anybody's expense to go against 50 Cent. And never signed to Rick Ross, man. Never signed to Rick Ross because he doesn't look out for Smoke Bolja. He's signed. He only has 23,000 monthly listeners. I like Smoke Bolja's music a lot. But and he has good music and he's a good dude, but he ain't doing nothing for him. Smoke Bolja's putting all his own money up. He has his own paper, thankfully, so he can, you know, put his own stuff up. But I don't know, man. And he has other artists, Nino Breeze and stuff. They ain't going nowhere. And I'm not saying sign to 50 Cent either, because like he's kind of done musically. He's good for his own music, but nobody else's. And Rick Ross is not even good for his own music. Rick Ross can't even pack a show right now. You know, at least 50 Cent can go on tour. He did a 100+ million tour just last year. Like, Rick Ross, stop. And Rick Ross has the nerve to call other people broke. You're not broke, Rick Ross, but you have a lot of overhead. I don't know. I know you sold all your Wingstops and you sold your Checkers and you sold your music catalog, but like there has to be more to it at this point because you must be part of a investment conglomerate, and they let you live in some of these houses and have some of these cars. I think everything is an investment that Rick Ross has for this investment conglomerate. I think he owns it with a bunch of other people. That's just a hunch I have. Jordan Tower with JT News. Peace.